Oh, hi guys. I'm just getting set up for the video because today's Theological Terms Thursday and we're going to learn a new word. Are you excited? Okay, me too. Please subscribe to the channel and don't miss the video. See you soon. Bye.
Yeah, so we're getting ready to film the video and Gloria is, eating some grapes as normal, and she decided that she was going to trip and fall and try and make some wine. It didn't work. There's no wine there, Gloria. No wine. Alright, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zach, and this is Gloria, and today's Thursday, so we have a new theological term. Gloria! Daddy looks different now, doesn't he? No beard. He looks like you, a baby.
Also, if this video gets 30 likes, I'll make sure Daddy uploads my reaction video to when Daddy came in and saw me after he shaved his beard. Okay, bye.
Today's new word is miracle. Can you say miracle? Yeah? In its simplest terms, a miracle is a supernatural event within the realm of the natural world. And we see throughout the Bible, in the Old Testament as well as the New Testament, several words that describe miracle. So there are 4 different words in the Old Testament in the Hebrew that are used for miracles, such as signs, wonders, power or mighty, and things like that. And then the same in the New Testament. So in the Old Testament, there's a word called pele in Hebrew, which refers to wonder. We see that in Exodus 15:11. And then we have alf, which means sign, and that's, establishing a certainty that wasn't present before. And we see that in Exodus 4:8-9. And then we have gevorah, which means strength or might, and we see that in Psalm 145:4 and other places. And then we have mofaf, which is normally used in combination with signs. So when you see the expression signs and wonders in the Old Testament, that's generally where it might be used. And it basically means wonder, sign, or portent. We see that in Deuteronomy 4:34. Okay, in the New Testament, we have 4 words as well that mean the same ideas. The first one is teras, which means wonder, and that is something that happens that is a miracle that startles someone. So the extraordinary character of that miracle is what imposes someone to be in wonder of what happened. And teros never is by itself in the New Testament. It's always accompanied with one of the other words that we're going to talk about. And then we have simeon, so it's a sign, so it points beyond itself to something else. And then we have dunamis, which means power or strength, and that is the sheer power that's behind one of these miracles. God's power that's behind it. And then we have ergon, which means work, and that was used by Jesus in the Gospels to describe a distinctive act that no one else could do. So all of these elements that we've talked about from the Old Testament and the New Testament make up a biblical miracle. Using all of these elements of a biblical miracle, I'll include a definition at the end of the video that you can see that will describe all of these aspects. So at some level, whenever a miracle happens, God has some participation in that miracle. So when we look at miracles, one thing that we want to look at specifically are Jesus' miracles. When we look at Jesus' miracles, there are 4 things that we can observe. Jesus' miracles were never limited, Jesus' miracles were never doubted, and Jesus' miracles were always in public, and Jesus' miracles were always abundant and instant. So when we look at miracles today, or claims of miracles today, they should possess these exact same qualities in order to be biblical miracles. And I often think the church trivializes miracles today by thinking anything that's out of the ordinary is miraculous or a miracle. So that's something that we need to think about. And miracles do not automatically produce spirituality in people that experience or witness the miracles. And this is evidenced throughout Scripture. You see all the miracles that happened in Egypt when the Israelites were brought out of Egypt by all these signs and wonders and miracles, and yet they rejected God and they, started worshiping an idol, and that's the travesty of it. And that even happened when these miracles were fresh in their minds. It's not like it happened and then many years later they stopped and just degenerated from there. These miracles were fresh in their mind, and they even rebelled against God and rejected Him as a result of the miracles. Gloria is literally behind the camera right now, watching me. And Elijah performed spectacular miracles from God, and yet the believing remnant was so small, 7,000 people, that Elijah thought he was fighting the battle alone. And even after Jesus fed the 5,000 and explained the significance of the miracle, many of His disciples withdrew and didn't follow Him anymore. anymore. We see that in John 6. And interestingly, the exact opposite happens today. We see in the first century how people walked away from Jesus after seeing these miracles performed. And yet today, in the 21st century, Christians seem to be drawn to these miracles that aren't even worthy to be compared on the same level as being called a miracle than the miracles that Jesus and Elijah and others performed that were actually from God. And because miracles are performed by God in some way or some form, we cannot force God to perform miracles whenever we please or whenever we want. God is the only one who has control of that because He's sovereign and He's the creator. And He is the all-powerful one who has the ability to do that whenever He pleases. So God can perform miracles today, but it's only when they're in accordance to His will. And in the case of healing, any physical recovery could be considered divine healing, but not all healings can be considered miraculous. So we should actively pray for those who are sick today, pray for their healing, and pray for God to divinely heal them in ways that medicine might not be able to. So we should actively pray for those who need healing in our lives as well as those who aren't in our lives. In a future video series, we're going to go more in depth into a study of miracles. So be sure to stay tuned for that. All right, Gloria, do you know what a miracle is? Thanks so much for stopping by the channel. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like it and share it with others so that they can learn about miracles too. And follow me on Instagram at ZachCampbell418. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you'd like to support us on Patreon, there's a link in the description as well as the info card right here. And if you haven't already done so, be sure to check out the affiliate links in the description so that you can use those deals and coupons before they run out. This is the SDG by ZAC, Soli Deo Gloria, to God alone be the glory, with Theological Terms Thursday with Gloria. We wish you providential blessings. Take care. We'll catch you next time. Are you eating your hand? Is it good? Is it yummy? Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Good job. Oh my goodness. You licked your hands and then you rubbed them all over your face. Don't forget to watch this video, this playlist, and subscribe to the channel by clicking this circle. Alright, we'll catch you guys next time. Bye!